Griffin II, the owner of Hungry Hustla Fitness in Ypsilanti, Michigan.
So Nate, we had an opportunity to interview a lot of people in your family and from your team, and they all had different views of you. Let's start about you telling us who you are as an individual.
Ooh, man, me. Aggressive. Aggressive, passionate, dedicated, intense, serious, just real, man. I'm a very raw individual, very imperfect, very imperfect, but I'm real, you know what I mean? And I'm raw in who I am. I try to be myself as a trainer and as an individual, and that's how it works for me. The people that come in the gym, I let them know who I am right away.
From the garage to here.
So we training out of the garage, and it's doing well. It's doing solid, and we ended up getting sued by the township of Ypsilanti. And I had just left my job, just resigned from my job.
At that same time?
Around the same time, I believe so. It was around the same time. I vaguely remember. But basically, it kind of put a jump start to the whole process. We needed to find a building, so when we went to court, we could tell the judge, like, listen, we found us a spot, we could move in there, whatever. So we ended up going to court. The judge told us we needed to cease and abate. I asked the judge, I said, listen, well, this is how I make my money, this is how I earn a living. We found a location. We just need 30 days to keep training at home while we're, getting the place up to code, so we can move in. It's like, nah, we don't want you to do none of that. Just, you got to stop training out of your garage.
Nate, so at that time, how many years were you into the business at that point?
Years
already?
A couple years, I believe. So it was God's plan, because essentially it motivated us to find a location. You know what I'm saying? Because I was gonna go to school, go to personal training school, get a certificate and all that. I even put $1,000 down on that. We didn't get sued by the township. I'm like, shit, let me get my money back. Plus I found out you don't have to be certified in Michigan to train. I'm like, shit, I'm certified already. You know what I'm saying? As an individual, so, I know this shit, So we found a location and beat it down. We beat it down, put it together like in less than 30 days. You know what I'm saying? We had an amazing help from the community. We ran a GoFundMe page, man, so they had kind of like helped me fund the flooring. You know what I'm saying? So the community was definitely behind us. You know what I mean? So it was definitely a community effort in terms of helping Hungry Hustla Fitness, not me, Hungry Hustla Fitness get off the ground and start rolling. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we were one building. You know what I'm saying? We were one building. And I didn't have the clientele, the teammates for two buildings. But once the lady that was in the second building, moved away, it was like, well, shit, we expand, without relocating. So expanding at the time that we expanded was a big move, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I didn't have the teammates to really support the extra costs. But like I said, man, God just has a way of, knowing, you know what I mean? And we just kept pushing social media, trying to encourage people to come get in shape. There were many days I was in here, man, I might have saw, 6 people. You know what I mean? And there's days where I was doubting it, like, damn, me and my homeboy in here, we watching TV, we watching movies for 2 and 3 hours, waiting for somebody to come in. I'm going to sleep. You know what I mean? Like, literally, man. I said, man, wake me up when somebody, come in. And like I said, it was cold days. You know what I mean? When we first started out.
So those down periods started when you first came here.
When I first got in here, you know what I mean? It didn't, because I went from $5 a day to $10 a day.
Because of Because of the cost.
You know, I wanted to keep training and exercise affordable, bro. Like, that was my biggest thing. Like, I wanted what I was trying to offer the community to be affordable to them. You know what I'm saying? Where it wasn't breaking their pockets. You know what I mean? They can come in here and get in good shape, right, with good quality teaching, you know what I'm saying, fundamental teaching, you know, where you're gonna do the work at your own pace, you know what I mean, and it's affordable. I can come anytime I feel like it while he open. I don't gotta make an appointment. So I was just trying to make it as convenient for the individual as possible. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like that was the best way. You know what I mean? Keep it cheap. You know what I'm saying? I let them train as long as they want. You know what I mean? Like, we train all day if you want. I don't give a shit. I got work. You know what I mean? And as long as you're working, you're winning. You know? So it's not exactly what you're doing, but how you're doing what you're doing.
That gift of giving. I think that's what builds your clientele, that gift of giving.
Just word of mouth, man. Like when I'm training individuals, man, like, first of all, I'm gonna identify what you're good at. You know what I'm saying? We do the basic start out. You know what I mean? And just people can sense my passion for them. Like, even as a ball player, like, I was a point guard, so I want to distribute, I want to give, I want to make the assists. You know what I'm saying? I don't need all the shots. Drop that. We got a 3-on-0. I can lay it up myself. Guess what? I'm gonna give it to my man. You know what I mean? Let him score.
You know, I got a question here about you as a businessman. But I think if I was to ask that question, it would probably be inappropriate. How would you define yourself as far as a businessman or a business leader? How would you define yourself? It means like, even is the word business appropriate for what you think you do?
No. It's only a business in the sense that income is earned from it. You know? Which is a blessing, because I want to make money doing what I'm doing, but it's an environment. You know what I mean? If there's anyone out there that's lucky enough to be working in an environment that they enjoy, that they love, like, you're passionate about it, you enjoy it, like, it doesn't feel like work to you, that is a blessing. Because being a business owner, the wake up is different. The wake up is different. You know, you'll work insurmountable hours for yourself, hours that you don't want to work for somebody else. I'll work 18 hours for this shit, 20. You know what I'm saying? With a fucking smile on my face. I don't want to do that for no other individual that I feel like don't care about me, don't care about my family, and don't care about the fucking employees that we have. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't care about them, you can't give a shit about me. You know what I mean? So there's just a different feeling, man, to being an owner of your own destiny. And being that, man, it's when I think about it, bro, like when that check is guaranteed, there's a sense of comfort. Good. Got a check coming next week. You might be broke Monday. Guess what? I got a check coming on Friday. There's comfort in that, right? When you are owner and you're your own entity, like you're responsible for the dollar coming in, not somebody giving the dollar to you. You're responsible for that dollar coming in. It's different. It's different. And if you're an owner, if you're out there, if you're an owner, you can relate to this, it's different. Well, you gotta go get it. If you know it's coming, you cool. See what I'm saying? That's why, like, in society, man, so many people it's easy to become complacent, because guess what? That check coming. You got all your guarantees. Ain't shit I do guaranteed. I don't got no contracts. I ain't in nobody's bank accounts. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm in? I'm in their heart, bro. I'm in their soul. It's all handshake agreements. And they pay me. You know what I'm saying? They pay me. Because when I'm in here, I'm paying them. Like, we paying each other. And I don't do it for the dollar, man. That's why I don't address my people as clients. You know, when you talking about clients, like, that's money, and that's money involved. No, we teammates. I'm your brother, you my sister. That's the environment, bro. That's why it's not a business. It's a movement. That's what somebody said to me recently. He's like, Nate, man, you got a movement going on. And that's real. It ain't no facade. It's not a gimmick. It's not a cliche. Like, you come up in this motherfucking work with us one time. I'm telling you, anybody out there, you come up in this motherfucking work with us one time, you gonna feel different. I had a guy tell me just now, like, bro, this shit is the shit. Like, literally, I don't know this dude. I do not know him. I ain't seen him in my life. But he came in here with somebody else getting some work in, like the environment. But you gotta be a different type of individual to train in here. Not anybody can come in here, right? Because it's not the most professional environment. I'll be honest with you. But it's professional. You're gonna be well respected. But we do what we wanna do. And I want the people to come in here to do the same thing, but with respect. Bring us your energy. That's what I want. Energy and effort.
It's authentic.
Raw. Genuine. It ain't covered up. It ain't band-aided. It ain't, let me put this facade on because they coming in. No, you gonna fuck with me because of who I am, not because of who you think I should be. And that's just the bottom line. You know, and I've gotten like, oh man, you're gonna have these people coming in there training with you with that attitude, with that energy. Okay. I got 60 teammates. I got 60 team members. You know what I'm saying? My goal is 100. I don't talk about it a lot. I don't post it on social media, what it is, like none of that. I don't beg the community to like my pictures or view my shit. Man, I do it because social media is a free outlet to reach other people. And that's why I use it. You know what I'm saying? It's free. I wouldn't be in business without social media, right? Because you got to pay for advertising. I'm in business because of social media, period.
You're a business owner. You know, you have a lot of different titles that you may not claim, but people on the outside may claim for you. Talk about, again, like your future for your community, you know, and where you want to take it.
You know, the Black Lives Matter movement, you know, was definitely an inspiring movement. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I remember my daughter talking to me about it, and she was just saying, like, Dad, you didn't black out your page, you didn't post anything about Black Lives Matter and all that. And it's definitely not because I don't care. You know what I mean? I definitely care. But I don't, it's just certain parts of the world I leave to the world to have. You know what I mean? The propaganda, the politics of things, man, like, I don't get into it. But I feel like Black lives have mattered to me and the people I surround myself with every day. You know, and not just Black lives, you know, just lives, period. You know what I mean? I love people, man. You know what I'm saying? I love good people, real people, you know, imperfect people, you know what I'm saying? Because we all flawed, right? But, you know, when I started this, it was for the people. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I didn't, it wasn't like I want to be rich, I want to get all the money, you know what I mean? It's like, I wanted to change lives, period. Black life, white life, you know, Chinese life, Japanese, African, any life. You know what I'm saying?
Next, I want to make sure people understand that you're not saying that you're not de-emphasizing Black Lives Matter.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Right, but I think one thing we talked about was how you, I think in what you're doing, you're dealing with other injustices in our community.
Right.
Issues around health and wealth.
Health, for sure.
Businessman, again, you're there to say what we can do as far as business leaders in our own community. Help parts, show people how they can live better lives. So in that way, their lives matter in the far as mental, physical health, you know, and then just the overall wealth.
You know, the reason behind so much of what I try to do is just living better now and later, right? No matter who you are, you know what I mean? Like, taking good care of yourself is a choice, you know, and I feel like it's a choice that everyone should make, you know what I mean? And it's a choice that many of us neglect, you know what I'm saying, or steer away from. You know, we get caught up in work, we get caught up in our families and in life, and there's just a certain selfishness that every individual should have in terms of just, I gotta take care of myself. And it's we neglect it, you know. So I wanna try to inspire and encourage people not to neglect it, not to put it to the side. Because, if you're doing it with others, when you bring people together, right, that like to do the same thing, or one might not like it, another one might like it, but the one that don't like it is encouraged by the person that does like it, and they start doing it together, now greatness is created. And it's that environment that we trying to nurture in here. Like, let's work together, you know what I'm saying, and feel better, and live better, and do better, because when you feel good, you look good. Like, when you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you want to do good. You know what I'm saying? When you want to do good, you want to inspire somebody else to do good. You know what I'm saying? And this is something that's natural. This isn't something that you gotta, go have a nice car to do, or have the biggest house to do. Like, this becomes a matter of, you know what? I don't want to be overweight or underweight and out of shape. I don't want to be lazy and uninspired to push myself to do more. You know what I'm saying? Like, people got to look at who they're surrounded by. Are you surrounded by people that's encouraging you to do anything outside of what you currently do? Because we got to work. We don't get kudos for having a job. Like, if you don't work, guess what? You ain't eating. What are you doing outside of the things that we have to do or supposed to do that makes you great? Training and exercise, taking care of yourself is a distinct choice, right? And we all should make it. Come here. Come here. That's my baby. That's my baby, huh? And that's what I want to do, man. Inspire people, man, to say, you know what? He right. I can take better care of myself. I can work a job, raise a family, and exercise 3 to 4 days a week. I don't have to do this every fucking day of the week. It is only 1 hour a day. It is only 30 minutes a day. But it's worth it, right? So if I can encourage anybody to know and understand, like this shit is saving lives. Yes, money is necessary. Exercise is necessary too.
I'm Nathaniel Griffin. I'm Nate Griffin II's father. Nate's not just my son, he's my best friend. We have a very unique, great relationship. I think he's having a great impact on the community by encouraging people to just get better. Okay, no matter how old you are, how young you are, what your focus is, just maintain your focus. And that's what we're trying to do here at Hungry Hustla Fitness, just encourage people to get better. My son's a very focused guy. When he started doing this in the garage at the house, he was very, very impassioned about it. So he came to me one day and said, "Dad, I want to resign my job and do this full time." And my response was, "Are you sure you want to do this?" And he said, "Yeah." I'm working 14, 16 hours a day at US Foods for them, and I can do that for me. And so my response was, "Well, let me know what you need from me to make this happen." And we sat in the garage a bunch of nights, just as he say, chopping it up. And I bought into his vision. That's my son, my best friend, and I support him 100%. And we're doing all that we can to encourage people in the community. Everybody is not gonna do what we do at the level we do it at, but everybody can do something, okay? And that's the focus we want to put out, okay? Do something. Don't just sit still and chase money and chase your tail, so to speak. So we're just trying to encourage people to get better.
So when you think about his vision, you said I bought into his vision. What about his vision that you see that was going to impact the community the way it has?
Well, just encouraging people to do better. Okay, just encouraging people to take that next step, whatever it may be. Everybody can't own a business, okay? But if you got a job, take the next step. What are you doing? Take that next step. And I saw him encouraging young men. We've had trainers who are out on their own now who started here with us, okay? And we just try to keep things moving forward.
That's my guy. He's a father's father. You know what I'm saying? That's real words. Like he's my right hand and my left. You know, he does a lot for me. He's a father who wants to see his son succeed. You know, he wants to see me win, and he's gonna do whatever it takes, you know, for that to happen. Our relationship was broken years ago, you know, and we were able to, you know, bring that relationship back together, you know, and now it's stronger than ever, you know, and which it should be, you know. So we've learned a lot from, you know, what we went through then, but right now, you know, my father is an amazing man. I love him to death. You know what I'm saying? I love him to death. That's my guy.
Talk about being the father.
Man, my kids. You know, that makes me emotional to even think about, you know, what my kids mean to me. My life, you know, like any parent, you know, I would hope their kids mean everything to them, you know. And I know my kids mean the world to me. And, you know, I could summarize that in just them being great kids, you know, which makes it easy to be a great father when your kids know what to do and how to do it and things like that. But we've been through a lot as a family, you know what I mean? And my kids, you know, showed me that they love their father, you know, and that means a lot to me, you know, going forward, you know what I mean?
My name's Griffin. I'm Nathaniel's daughter. I'm his youngest daughter, who's 18 years old, and I train at the gym.
Tell me about your dad.
My dad is he's different. He's really outgoing, and he's super blunt. He doesn't care what anyone thinks about him. He loves to do what he wants to do, but he's super hardworking and motivating, and I love him.
So how has the person he is inspired you?
I play a lot of sports, so my dad has helped me realize the importance of working hard. I'm the type to want to beat everybody who's on the court or on the field or whatever it is, and that's something that he's instilled in me that I learned from him because he's super competitive and always wants to do his best. So he taught me to always give my all in everything that I do.
Tell me a little bit about the journey that you watch your dad take from building his business, from the garage to where it's at today.
Well, at first my dad was working at U.S. Food Service, and he used to train outside in our gym, in our garage, which was our gym, and it was really cool because we didn't have a lot, but a lot of people were coming, and it was like almost like a boot camp, and it just was small, and it just started to grow and grow, and when he finally gave up his job and started pursuing his dream, it just continued to grow.
So at the garage, did the garage really build community?
It did. It did. It was, we just got close to a lot of people. A lot of people became family, and we just wanted to get better, healthy. He definitely helps people step out of their comfort zone, which I've seen a lot with like my friends that come to the gym. They weren't as open and quiet, but my dad pushing them and talking to them helped them come out their shell. So he's really good at getting people to be comfortable in the environment that we're in.
I know your dad, he does not focus on like weight loss. He focuses on just getting more physically fit in your own way.
Yeah.
So for you, what does that mean to you when it comes to like you being a part of this? Because I see you're part of this business. See, this is kind of to me like a family business. Do you kind of see it like that?
Yeah.
Family business? Okay. Talk about that because I think your whole family had to sacrifice something to get here.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah.
Talk about that a little bit. The sacrifice your family had made for this to be where it is today.
I would say, I don't know. I'm not explaining it.
Think about it. Sometimes sacrifice means you not having much time with your dad as maybe
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I think one big thing was just him having to stay at the gym when I had like games, and so that was one thing, him not being able to make it or coming late because of having to train people at the gym.
So why were you willing to make that sacrifice for him?
Because I know that the gym means a lot to him, and it's a growing business that he's trying to build and grow.
What does it mean to the community?
The business?
As of today, what does it mean to the community today?
We're just a team. We like to work together. Like, everyone here has a bond. We all are connected in some type of way, and we motivate and push each other to be the best we can be when we're here. I think he's definitely trying to tell us Black people that like our health starts with us, and it's important that we take the time out of our day to put in the work that we need to stay healthy, because working out is really important, and we need it to prevent a lot of the diseases or issues that we have or can have in our life, and it's really important. And I feel like he voices that a lot, the importance of just getting out. It doesn't have to be here, but somewhere we need to be doing better at keeping ourselves together.
So has the gym, being here with your dad, how has it really helped your relationship grow between you and him?
It's made us really close because this is like his baby, and I'm like his little baby, and so I like to work out, so this is something where we really do bond, because he pushes me, and I like the push that he gives me, and I feel like I push him as well, and so our bond just continues to grow as we work out together.
So if somebody came to you and said, hey, what does Hungry Hustla Fitness mean to represent, what would you say?
Go hard or go home.
The gym is where I'm happier at, is where I feel good at, it's where, my spirit is just elevated, so once my spirit is elevated, you just feel better, you know what I mean? So being around whoever, you know what I mean, you're gonna feel good, and try to inspire them to feel good, because the energy here is so just positive, you know what I mean? And when my father is in here, my kids in here, that energy is all enhanced. You know what I mean? Because they know what my passion is for this, and my teammates.
So a lot of people may not know that your facility didn't start here.
Right.
It started, I always like to say, the garage.
Right.
Let's go back a little bit and talk about the garage. And was that just organic, or something that you kind of planned to create, which is what you have today?
It was a little bit of both, It started with, my wife at the time was going to this boot camp, and I said, man, I can do that. You know what I mean? I can do a boot camp. So, make a long story short, I promoted a boot camp out of my garage, and it excelled. Like, a bunch of people showed up, because people already knew I worked out, And I ended up promoting $5 training, out of my garage. I didn't know what it would turn into. I didn't want to be doing some of the things that I had been doing that could have put me in places that I didn't want to be, you know what I mean? So it was like I had to make some changes, So the $5 training, it took off. You know what I'm saying? It really took off. And that was my grind every day, you know what I mean? I started fitting the garage with different equipment, I made the garage look, you could live in there. You know what I mean? It looked that good in there. So that made it presentable for people when they saw it, because, I'm just promoting training out of my garage, And I remember the first young lady that I had come in there, I told her, I said, listen, I'm gonna charge you $15 a day, right? You pay me for 3 days, but you can train for 7, right? So you can train Monday through Friday for $45 a week. And I remember telling my wife at the time, I said, I'm charging this girl too much money, I said, $45 a week, that's $180 a month. I'm like, I don't got no jacuzzi, I don't got no hot tub, I ain't got no amenities for her other than just the training. So I said, I'm gonna charge her $5, and I felt like, just trying to make training affordable for people, that look like me or that didn't look like me, But I wanted to make it where it was like gym class. You know what I mean? I love recess, you know, in gym class. That was like an easy A, you know, for everybody, you know. So that stuck with me, you know what I mean? That's the environment I wanted to create, you know, the fun but training in just a gym class type recess environment. Let's have fun, but let's train hard while we're doing it. And it took off.
So at what point did you know this is it? I'm about to take this and run with it. Whatever I'm doing, it's a short period of time, this is gonna be my thing.
I was an employee at U.S. Foods in Wixom, and I can remember when I started there, you know, I had these aspirations of being from a supervisor to a manager to a VP, you know. I was like, shit, I'm gonna climb this mountain, you know. But my manager was reluctant to kind of like, you know, really help me grow, you know. And I began to realize, man, that this ain't what I want to be doing, you know. And I used to drive to work on like Sundays, man, real emotional. Like real emotional, man. 'Cause it was like Sundays that you're supposed to be with your family, you know. And that was the day that I had to go into work, you know, Sunday evenings. So I would pray to God, man. I would get at like 275 and 7 Mile. And I would be praying to God, like, I mean, literally crying, like, because I didn't want to go. I was tired of doing it, you know what I mean? I was just asking God to show me something else. This can't be my life forever. Like, I can't do this for the rest of my life. Like, seriously, like, God, there has to be another way. You know, I done washed cars, I done sold dope, I done did roofing, you know what I mean? Anything, man, you know. But this just presented itself, you know what I mean? And like I said, I didn't know what it was gonna turn into, but I began to realize that what I was doing wasn't what I want to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Even being paid, you know, what I was being paid, it just wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? In terms of just fulfilling me. You know what I'm saying? Like something was missing. You know what I mean? Like I don't see my family. I'm working all these hours. I don't feel respected at my job, you know what I'm saying, in terms of just the overall management side of things. You know what I mean? Because you work in an environment where you have to treat people right. And as a group, as a management group, I didn't feel like we treated people right. You know what I'm saying? But we wanted people to do what we wanted them to do, but we didn't treat them the way they supposed to be treated. So it was like a clash. Like we want the business to grow, but we treat the employees like shit. You know what I'm saying? That's ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? There's always gonna be this boom. Like we need them to feel great, be great, do great, so we can all look good. But if we ain't taking care of them, they ain't gonna take care of us. You know what I'm saying? Where my check at? That's all they gonna care about. And that was the energy. So it was like, I'm trying to be a supervisor that cares and, you know, give guys chances and opportunities or whatever to do the right thing, you know, but, you know, I got a job to do. You know what I mean? So if I'm trying to do my job and you not doing your job, then I gotta do my job because you're not doing yours. You know, and if I don't do my job, I'm gonna lose my job. You're gonna keep yours, you in a union, you know, so. I don't know where I'm going with it, man, but it just, I couldn't grow anymore.
No, but this is how I see it. I tell people all the time, some people see it as a ministry. This was your calling. It's not by accident that you hear what you
I believe that.
Okay.
I do believe that. I've always loved to train and train hard. You know, I would be by myself, you know, in my garage. I mean, drenched. Ain't nobody in there. You know what I'm saying? My wife, my kids come in there, you know, chop it up with me for a second, or be in there working with me at the same time. You know, we in my basement, running the stairs, doing burpees. You know what I mean? There's no cameras in there, no show. You know, there's nothing. Like, I'm doing it because, one, I don't want to be no sloppy motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be lazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I just knew, like, that just wasn't the individual I wanted to be. Wasn't nothing attractive about that to myself. You know what I'm saying? So.
You know, it's the nature of anybody to me that have a ministry, they're a leader of people. What about your leadership style you think that attract your teammates to you?
Raw. Just that raw, like, in your face, but passionate. You know, there's some people who understand my whole vibe, my whole energy. You know, because I can be real aggressive. I can be a dickhead, a jerk, an asshole, you know what I'm saying? But I'll call myself on it. You know what I mean? I'll hold myself accountable to my teammates. If I was wrong or something like that, I'll apologize in a minute, you know? Because I realize that even though I do have people that follow me and that care about me, I know I still got shit I got to work on as a leader. You know what I'm saying? And I can take lead, I can follow as well. You know what I mean? So I want to be around leaders, and I think that's what it is. I try to empower my teammates to be leaders as well. You know what I'm saying? It's only my gym when I got to actually lead. But the environment is ours. Like, let's lead each other. Because I'm inspired by hard work. Like, period. Like, I see somebody working hard, I'm ready to work. You know what I'm saying? I want them to know that hard work that you're doing is leading others. Your work, what you're doing, is a sign of leadership and how you're doing it. You understand what I'm saying? And they take that, man. Like words are powerful, man. My father taught me that at a young age. You know, he always empowered me. He always spoke positive words to me. You know what I'm saying? Never, ever any negative energy with my father. His whole vibe was he wanted me to learn not just through school, but through social interaction with him, you know, and other adults. So he taught me how to look a man in the eye, how to shake a hand as a young man. You know, I'm trying to break a grown-ass man's hand. I'm like 8 years old. You know what I mean? But they would identify like, okay, young man, like, yeah, okay, I'm here. My father taught me that, you know, so it's the same way here, man. I respect my teammates, you know, but I quickly let them know what type of individual I am, you know, and it's important for you to understand me to train with me. When I started this, man, I wasn't concerned about how much money I was gonna make. I knew if I got enough people, the dollars would show up. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to build relationships, right? That's the whole thing about being on a team is building a relationship where people who didn't know each other become best friends through training. You know what I'm saying? Or people getting, you know, job referrals or new job opportunities through training, relationship building. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a family. You know what I'm saying? Like a genuine, like it's not a word that you can just spit out. Like it's really a family environment, a family atmosphere. And if you ain't for that, if you're not a we, us, our individual, you ain't gonna train here.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Kingma. I've been coming here to Hungry Hustla Fitness for 3 years now. I love it here. Nate is like my brother, my family. Everyone here is like a big old family. He's just motivated me every day to just better myself. I struggled a lot before I started coming here. I had no motivation really to work out. So I've seen my body change, my mentality change over the past 3 years coming here. And a bunch of other people too. I've got a whole bunch of people to start coming to the gym and they've fallen in love with it as well and they've changed their bodies and everything too. I'm definitely like more confident like at other, like outside of the gym, just like in general. I think just the most important thing to him is just family. Like he just makes everybody feel welcomed here. He's not judging anybody. He doesn't care like what level you're at. He just welcomes people who have been working out for years, people who just started working out. He just emphasizes on everybody knowing each other and just, you know, really getting to know someone more than just their name.
My name is Pudge Cotton, CEO/COO of Rapture Lifestyle LLC. Most people know us as Rapture Fitness Training. That's one of our entities. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I'm out here because I went to Eastern Michigan University for 4 years, so I played football. And we started Rapture Fitness Training, and that's why I'm here today. All right, I met Nate at my school I used to work at my old job at Owner Intermediate. I was introduced to him through a coworker named Mr. Roberson. He came to speak to some of the kids about the importance of entrepreneurship, not only the importance of entrepreneurship, but the importance of entrepreneurship being African American. And like, we don't see that as often, and society prides us on going to school and getting our education, but there's other ways for people to earn a living in a lifestyle. So it was interesting to meet Nate. He was very energetic, very passionate about talking about his business and what he did. And it was just, we kind of met each other that time, and then we reconnected years later when I decided to start my own fitness company. and that's how I'm here at Hungry Hustla Fitness. So at the point I was with my company, I know I needed a consistent gym where I could train the majority of my clients. It took away traveling from multiple gyms. So I reached out to a few privately owned gyms at Ypsilanti, but I reached out to Nate at Hungry Hustla Fitness first because I did meet him before, and the guy that I met him through was someone that I really respected and trusted. So I figured my best way in was to go through another man who's another entrepreneur, who's African American, and who's also went through adversity such as myself. So when I emailed him, he was ecstatic. He shot me his number. I called him. He asked me some questions about myself, about my personal experiences, if I was certified, and kind of just really more so he was focused on who I was as a person, if I could bring energy to the gym, if I could bring positivity, if I could bring the right environment. And he was fully accepting of me coming in and my company coming in. He was just open arms really, and really made it a home feeling here at Hungry Hustla Fitness, and that's why my company is still here and other companies train here as well.
Hello, my name is Anthony Marshall II, 30 years old, and I've been working out with Nate for about 5 years now. Personal relationship with Nate, I never knew him personally growing up, but I just met him in 2015 at a rough point in my life, and he never turned me away. He always gave me an opportunity to make money and to grow here, and he pretty much taught me everything I know. I'm a trainer here at Hungry Hustla Fitness. I met Nate in 2015, June 2015. I can't tell you the exact date, but it's kind of funny story. I came over just being a young athlete around the city, just not knowing what I'm gonna do in life. And I reached out to him online and asked him how much it cost, told him I didn't have any money pretty much, kind of struggling, staying with my grandmother, and he just invited me over. And ever since the first day I've been over there, I've been at his facility, no matter where it's been, 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday, from open to close, when I can be here, not working with my own family or trying to do my own thing, but I'm pretty much here. This is where I work out of. He gave me a platform to build on. He taught me personally to not care, and it might come off strong, but just Nate's a strong person, but not to care what nobody say. Long as you have good intentions on what you're doing, then who cares what people saying? I definitely cared about what people said about me. I think I was kind of lost, and I call him Unc. We're not related, but I call him Unc. He pretty much treat me like his little brother, nephew. He expects a lot out of me in here. He expects me to be a leader when he isn't around. He expects me to be able to do things that he's able to do. He challenges me in ways that it personally hurts. People think that, okay, so prime example, I have a different way you gotta talk to me to get to me to lift. Prime example, we did legs. I hate doing legs, but he know to tell me oh, you scared. Most people why are you talking to me like that? But he knows me and him got a connection where I need that. I need for you to get into me for you to get the best out of me, and he knows that. I know to do the same thing to him when he lifting. It's nothing personal, but that's me and his relationship. And me and his relationship, it isn't built for everybody else. And I personally love that. Black people, white people, Indian, fat, small, children. One of his rules is you come in here, especially if your kids can walk, if they're gonna be in the way, they're gonna work too. So he opens it up it isn't, oh, you can't bring your kids in here. He has something for the children to do too. It might be something minor, but they're a part of the program, and they love that. And that's what I love doing. I have children. He's welcomed my children, all three of them, open arms, and they come in here and they know to get to work. And they know if they can help out, we're gonna do that, and it's just nice that people can walk up, people can pull up to him in their cars, park their cars, and just come and talk to him, and he talking to them straight business. I love you, but if you wanna work, this is the place for you. If you don't wanna be pushed, if you don't wanna be challenged, then he's gonna tell you this ain't the place for you. Because every day you come here, he's gonna get the best out of you every day. And I love that.
Thug life, Stay. I mean, I didn't know you could feel this way about an animal. You know what I mean? This dog is the dog of dogs. He is the bully of all bullies. And anybody know it, they say, man, that dog's so chill. He just be chilling. Like, I've never seen a dog just be chilling like he be chilling. And that's what he does, man. Like, he brings a great mood every day to everybody. If you've been in here, you didn't train with the team, you done been around Thug, he giving you love. You know what I'm saying? That's just a bottom fact. You know what I'm saying? He been in here since he was a baby. You know what I mean? He got muscles like he trained. You know, so he know what it is. You know, but he's been an amazing dog for my whole family. You know what I'm saying? For everybody. So.
How's he helped you as an individual?
Man, I probably wouldn't even be here without him. After everything that's happened, you know, over the last couple years of my life, you know, some life-changing moments. You know what I mean? I mean, life-changing. And he kept me, he wouldn't allow me to be sad externally. Now, he couldn't really tap inside as much, but just when he saw my external sadness, I mean, he just licked me to death. You know what I mean? And you can't cry no more. He's just licky, 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 you know, and you gotta laugh, you know. So I know why he's doing it. You know, and because he does that, it changes my inside. You know what I mean? So, very special, man. I think about him all the time. You know, like he's a human being. So if you out there, man, and you got a dog, right? This is just what, it's my first dog. I hated dogs. I hated dogs. Like, literally, you know. But until I got my own puppy and I was able to raise him and love him, you know what I mean? And they told me, man, just love him. You know, just love that dog, man. He'll do everything you need him to do. And that's what he does. Never aggressive with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Play with kids, you know. And like I said, if anybody know me, man, back in the day, I would not be this close to a dog, let alone be kissing one. You know, we make out every day, literally.
I think a person may look at you, your exterior probably doesn't match your interior. Would you agree with that? Or?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. For sure, man.
Is that intentional or?
I mean, nah. I mean,
just get to know you.
yeah, I don't put on no,
Okay.
you know, no fronts or nothing. I'm just, you know, short people. You know, when you're short, you know, you have that little syndrome, you know, and, you know, I'm sure I got that syndrome, you know. I don't feel 5'9", you know, my stature to me is bigger than that, you know. Not to be cocky or overconfident or anything like that, but, you know, society will eat the weakest people alive, bro. And that's just a fact, you know, so my confidence is real. You know, and if it offends anybody, you know, I'm not interested in caring.
So tell me this before we end. What's the future of Nate Griffin, and what's the future of Hungry Hustla Fitness? And try to separate them, if you can.
Nate the person, you know, I've made some choices in my life that I wish I hadn't made. Not going into detail, but, and I can't change that, you know. So it's a scar that's so thick in my soul that it'll probably never heal, you know. And it's a scar that's deserved. So it's almost like I should keep it. I earned it, you know. But even carrying that scar with me, you know, I have to still push forward. So Nate the person wants to be a better person. You know, I want to control some of the things that I don't control well within myself, you know, and, you know.
I know about Nate the person. How would you get back to the community outside of the gym? You've spoken in schools, you've spoken in colleges. Do you want to expand on that and look opportunity to kind of let people know that that's an avenue you want to take?
I mean, I would love to, man. Like I love talking to to young kids. You know, I would like to, you know, go to like the prisons, you know, and speak to, you know, inmates or young inmates or even older inmates, you know, and even bring, you know, fitness and training into that mental environment with them, you know what I'm saying? Create a teamwork environment with them, which I'm sure goes on, you know what I mean? But just for me, man, I want to be a better person. You know what I mean? There's things, like I said, that I can be better at as a leader, you know, controlling my aggression, you know, and my own personal temperament, you know. As far as the business goes, I mean, to grow, you know, I want 100 teammates. Like, I've never put that out there to anybody other than myself, but that's my goal as a community. If y'all hear me talking, like, that's my goal. I want 100 teammates, people that train here, you know, that I train or we train, and that's the goal, man. Cause see, there's a high turnover with training. You know, like I may have 60 teammates this month. Next month I could have 45. And that's the whole grind about this, man. You know what I'm saying? Like earning your own dollar. Like I have to make my own money. There's nobody bringing a check to me, you know, guaranteeing me a check next week, nothing. So I can't not think about training. You know, how can I be better? How can I improve the business? You know, and there's things that I know I do that other people might not agree with. You know what I'm saying? But as I continue to grow the business, I know as I move it to different levels, there's certain things I can and can't do. I'm aware of that for sure. You know, but all right, B. You know what I mean? But I will continue to grow an environment of teamwork, hard work, dedication, effort, intensity, aggression, passion, right? All that shit talking, fun, enjoy. Like we're gonna have fun, talk shit, and train hard. That's what we're gonna do. That's what I want to take to the next level. I want people that want to be raw. Like, don't come in here trying to be prissy and cute and all that. Fuck that. Let's train, man. Help me get better. You know, and I have great teammates because there's times, man, when I'm an asshole. And they'll come and tell me, like, Nate, like, you need to chill out. You need to sit down and get you some food or something, you know. I appreciate that. Because it's not a whatever I say go. I don't throw this my gym around shit. Ever. You know what I'm saying? This is your gym. When teammates join the gym, this is your gym. My brother right here, this is his gym. You know what I'm saying? It's not my gym, it's our gym. You know, so when they're talking to the guys and trying to inspire other people to come train, they say, man, come to my gym. That's why I encourage them to say, that's a sense of empowerment. All right, bro. You know, everyone that comes in this gym, man, I talk to them, you gotta speak. You gotta speak. You wanna piss me off? Don't speak to the team. I got a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Don't come in there and just talk to me. Come in and say, hey, everybody. When you're leaving, goodbye, everybody. Right? Because it's personal here. We're not a Lifetime. We're not a conglomerate. We're not this big, giant gym where you don't got to see nobody. You can just have tunnel vision. Can't do that here. You don't got to sit around and engage with everybody. But once you come through them doors, you got to speak. And when you leave, it's the same expectation. You know? And it creates an environment, man, like that's my brother. I see my family later. It's good to see my family. Let's work hard. It's good to say goodbye to my family. I'll see y'all later. You know, so people like that. You know, like the fact that, you know, I get on everybody that doesn't do it. I'm not singling nobody out. You know what I mean? Like, if I see it, I'm going to say something about it. You know, because that's important to me. That's why I started it, right? To build a sense of family, teamwork. Any team, think about any team that you've been on, or any team that you've been on. Right? Think about how much you love. Think about how much you loved your teammates. How much you enjoy practicing with them. That's what we do here. Right? You're going to enjoy practicing with your teammates. You're going to miss this place. Once you start training here after a week, you can't wait to come back. You know? So, Hungry Hustla Fitness, man, we here. We on Michigan Avenue. You know what I mean? We not on E-Course. We not on Ford Boulevard. We not on Johnson Road. Like, we on Michigan Avenue. So I'm no different than Kroger's, Family Dollar, AutoZone, O'Reilly's, anything. I'm a business entity just like they are. And I know that and I recognize that. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna stay here until I can move it somewhere else, you know?
One thing, man, we definitely want to thank you for the interview. You know, you mentioned other businesses, but what you do is different.
Yeah,
It's a ministry.
yeah.
It's changing people's lives every day, and it's making the community better every day.
Let me say this, man, before we all check out, man, that, you know, I never knew what community service meant until I started training people. You know, and I had people telling me, man, you need to be charging more money. You know what I'm saying? You stupid, bro. Like, I be charging these people way more money than that. Like, seriously. You know what I'm saying? And I get why they might be saying that. You know what I mean? But I like people. I don't want to say I like people more than I like money, but like I enjoy being around good people, right? Winning with good people, not just being around them, but if you can be around good people and win with them, right? And then they inspire other people to win with them as well. Now you got just a big, giant group of people that just want to fucking win, right? So I got 30 motherfuckers that want to win. Let's find 30 more motherfuckers that want to win. Then y'all find, let's just keep finding all these people that just want to win or win more. Let me say that, because everyone's identification of winning is different. And I'm not a judge of how you identify winning. If you think you winning, great. But if you ain't training, then you need to be training so you can win some more. That's the whole point of it. Like, we have to, like, it's paramount, man, that we get out here. You know, we trying to encourage everybody, get out here and vote, get out here and do this. No, man, get out here and take better care of your fucking self. That's what we need to do as a people, right? You're happier when you feel better. But if you're not trying, if you're not even giving any effort at all, you just satisfied with being overweight, out of shape, calling yourself lazy. I love food. I ain't met a person that didn't. You know what I'm saying? All these negative, connotations. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta change what we saying. Like, if you want to get in better shape, you can. It's not just big chore. Like, you can get in better shape, but it's necessary, man, because the older you get, the more important it is to do it. Like, because you know better. Right? So if I'm bringing kids into this world, why wouldn't I want my kids to have a better life than I did? If I didn't know then, but I know now, I should teach my kids to know. Right? If I grew up chubby, why would I want my kids to grow up chubby? If I knew how uncomfortable chubby was for me, like, why wouldn't I try to help my kids not grow up like that? But you see the cycle, man. Like I see overweight people and they got overweight kids. Why is that? Because ain't nobody giving no effort. This is not me judging anybody. These are just fucking facts, right? If you eat, you should exercise, period. If you are stuffing food down your stomach, you need to be walking around the block, running the stairs in your house, or doing something. We can't be a community that accepts average energy, average and just mediocrity. I'm just gonna be an average motherfucker, right? So your health has to matter to you. Does that mean you gotta have this perfect diet where you eat? No, that's not what it means, man. Exercise gives you balance. Even if you're eating bullshit, give it some balance. That's the point of it all. You know what I'm saying? So get out, man, get up, move around, man. Exercise, train, work out, walk, run, squat, jump, lunge, do shit. You don't gotta come here to Hungry Hustla Fitness and train with the team. But I can encourage you to get somewhere and do some work. Get somewhere and train. Get somewhere and exercise, man. This shit is necessary.
Before we go, Nate, give them your operation hours.
Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.-ish. You know, I leave around 8 o'clock p.m., but I'm here all day, right? And you don't have to make an appointment. Just drive through the doors. Check social media if I might have left early, but it's open gym training. The cost is $100 a month, unlimited training. If you want to get in shape for an hour, you want to get in shape for 2 hours, right? You can get in shape, right? Unlimited, so you don't have to make an appointment. We're located at 1828 East Michigan Avenue, right? We right across the street from Kroger's. And it's just a gym of energy. That's what we selling, man. We selling energy, right? We selling energy and we selling effort, right? And none of that really costs, other than the $100 you gotta give me to train, right? We also offer open gym training to individuals who just wanna come in and use the facility, right? $25 a month, you can come in here and train yourself, utilize the equipment. You're doing anything wrong, bless me, I promise you, I'm gonna make sure you're doing it right. But that's what it is, man. It's Hungry Hustla Fitness, right? It's a team, it's a movement, it's an environment, it's a vibe, it's energy, it's me, it's them, it's us, it's we, it's ours, team, baby. Let's do it.